This video is part of the MLA tutorial series. This goes through some of the basics of MLA and more advanced techniques on how you can use it to make great LabVIEW programs. One of the cool features that MLA offers is the ability to store and retrieve values for your program automatically. So instead of you having to create an AutoINI file, it does it for you. And it does that by using the controls and indicators and using, like we have here as an example, a little S at the front. That's a Hungarian notation. And the idea is that if you provide Hungarian notation for any of the variables, that it will store them. So you can see there's this one that's a COM port, there's this other COM port, and then there's this one, which is a drop-down that's an integer that represents the value of which type of device we're trying to connect to. And if we go look at the file, this is what it writes. So it keeps this file in this folder here under program data, and then it uses the name of the program for the AutoINI file. And it stores, in this case, an integer value, storing it in the enum literal, and as well as storing the COM ports. And it stores the COM ports as strings. The COM port control type is not strictly a string, but LabVIEW is able to store and retrieve that as a string. So let me create a couple more here and show you how this works. So we can create a Boolean, for example. Let's just make a little checkbox, and we're going to put a B in front of it for a Boolean. My setting 1. Now, you probably wouldn't want this called my setting 1, so in reality, what you're going to do is turn off the caption, or turn on the caption so that it says my settings, and then you'll turn off the label name. So it's the label name that needs to be the Hungarian notation. So now this setting, if we run this program, it has the ability to set this on and off during the duration of the program, and then when we end the program, let's go ahead and turn this on, and when we end the program, MLA will take the value of it and write it out to the file. So if we go look at that file now, we will see an additional entry for be my setting 1. And it's set to true. And just to show you that it actually works, I can set it false before we run, and then as soon as we run, it's going to restore it from the setting from the AutoINI file, and then we could say turn it off again, and it will then be off when we save it to the file after it's done running. So this is a really easy way to provide settings for your program just right on the front panel. Any of the variables that you want to save, you just give them a Hungarian notation, and it does have to be appropriate for the type. So I for integer, B for Boolean, etc. And there's a whole list of types that are supported by MLA. It's not everything, but you can get a lot of stuff, and it allows you to save values super easy without writing any code. These values also they're loaded in at this time at the beginning of the program, which means by the time you start all of the loops, they're already loaded. So when we look, like for example here, this connect pulls in this value. This guy calls create, and then create calls connect. So that's happening very early in the program, and it's already set by that time. So that is called AutoINI, and it is a feature that is built into any MLA program that you create. Thanks for checking out this video. Make sure to watch the other videos in this tutorial series and click subscribe so you can catch all of the other instructional videos that we post.